right, hashtag Swole text when you come on in through the door. It's your boy, Papa Swolio. Let's do this.
Just think what you had, stop looking at trends. You wearing your outfit, stop feeling now. The pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your mind. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you?
Hello, Sabrina. What's up, fam? How we doing today? How are we doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. Make sure you smash that like button when you come on in. Oh yeah. Welcome back, Hiram or Hiram. HM. All right. Getting back to those earlier live streams. I like it. We're gonna keep this trend going. Find your way, Bish. It's top of the afternoon to you, Marisa.
The little rascal has spirit. Boom, boom, boom.
All you ever want to do is play.
Very happy to have you here, Erica. Erica with an A. Yeah. Hey, Siobhan, what up? What's up, Ishas? All right, you got 2 minutes. 2 minute warning, the 2 minute grunt. Let's get this party started. Maybe. Well, tomorrow's might start at 11, if I feel like it. That's the beauty of having your own shit. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Bitch. Will there be more content on the Papa Swolio channel? Well, have I been censored? I mean, I'm censored everywhere, but yes, there will be. It's just been a couple days. Probably throw something up today. We got the debate tonight, so we'll be covering some stuff.
Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she
1 minute.
But at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king.
I'll do what I want. I don't know. I got money on Biden falling asleep during the debate tonight. I got my money on nap time. Should they do that? Should do nap time like Kindergarten Cop? A little milk, a little bedtime story. I don't know how Biden's gonna pull off at 9 p.m. Man, he's gonna be up late tonight. He's gonna be up to like 10 o'clock. He's gonna be wiped the fuck out. Guarantee Biden has no events tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Is that so? I wonder why. And didn't Trump accuse him of using performance-enhancing drugs? This is getting ridiculous. The Rock with a huge fail. That was cringe as fuck, wasn't it? Did you guys see that Rock video? Oh God. All right, we're out of time, but this is just such a good song. Same Gorilla mode. Gorilla mode. All right, let's do this. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping.
Yes.
The bacon is
Yes.
sizzling.
Yes.
Welcome to
Yes.
the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testing. Test, test, test. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testicles. Testing, testing, testing. Testicles, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 16 and siete of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Welcome to the Mancast. Get some gorillas going to start. Must get the gorillas going to get this party started. So we are about to go into today. First off, drop a comment down below. Welcome to the show. If you're new here, drop some cherries. If it's your first time smashing with old Papa Swolio, I don't know why. I don't know why it's your first time. I remember my first time, but drop some cherries in the comments down below. Today's episode is going to be fire. Got some great stories. We got some great shit going. And been smashing some amazing content. A couple things. I text you, beaches. We got to release the test in a second. But I text a bunch of you, beaches. Make sure, a lot of you, or most of you, I would say, just because of my analytics, and I think most of you use Apple Podcast to listen to the podcast, make sure if you use Apple Podcast, go and leave me a review. If you enjoy the podcast, I would love a 5-star review if I deserve it, if I earned it. But I want to read the best reviews in the pre-roll of the podcast. I want to read them here on the show. I do want to give you a shout out because it's my way of, literally singling you out and thanking you for being, a supporter of the show and being here and enjoying the podcast. So those of you that don't necessarily watch or are able to come here live every day, I would really appreciate a review. And not every app has reviews, but iTunes does. iTunes, Apple Podcast does. You can do that from your app. So if you haven't yet left a review on iTunes, Apple Podcast, make sure you do so. I sent you a Swole text, so it's super easy. Just do it in your app. You scroll down, you see the stars, and you can hit. If you can, leave a review wherever you can. If you don't use Apple, then it's okay. You can still love the show. I don't hate you. But if you use Apple, definitely do that. And if you can, on the app of your choosing or the app that you use, if you have that feature, I would appreciate it. But especially those of you that use iTunes, because it does help the distribution and it does help the ranking and it does help just the podcast. And it looks good too. If you like the show, why not say you like the show? I'd love to give you a shout out too. So thank you so much for doing it. Let's see. We got some new fire on the Swolenormous audio experience. So for those of you that have not yet subscribed to that podcast, the Swolenormous audio experience is live. And well, it's not live, recorded. I mean, it's recorded live, but then you listen to it. It's not a live show, but the Swolenormous audio experience, you can listen to it wherever you listen to this podcast. So the audio experience, I've been dropping some Swole Fire. We got Swole Fire number 2. Swole Fire number 2 dropped yesterday, and those are little really short slaps across the tits to get you started with your workout. So if you're kind of feeling a little bit run down, you feel like you're not really inspired to get your workout in, I would go listen to a Swole Fire and let that light a fire under your fucking asshole, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. What's going on, Jeremy? Been on Spotify since the late 600s, but now they're becoming Nazis. What do you mean? What's going on with Spotify? Because the insurrections, the people that are complaining about Joe Rogan, all the social justice warriors that work at Spotify, he's hurting our feelings. He's hurting our feelings. We need to censor Joe Rogan. I use Spotify. I really don't like it, though. I'm not really a big fan of Spotify. And I feel like, well, I was saying that from the beginning. We were talking about it on the Procast a lot, too. I've been saying from the beginning, I think it was a bad move. Bad move for publicity wise for Joe Rogan, but it's up to him. When you get enough money, it can justify a lot of things, but I think it's going to be a miserable experience. Why wouldn't it be? Just to be laden or beholden to one app, to one company, to be one company's bitch. Citrine, did anyone hear that Lizzo lost 50 pounds? Nice. She's 10% of the way there. Good for you, Lizzo. Good for you. On your way. On your way. On your way. Get that GoFundMe. Fill that bar all the way up. Good for you. Good for you if that's true. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. Love the audio, but I have Google Podcasts. That's all good. That's all good. Google The Rock's endorsement, cringe. Yeah, we were talking about that in the intro. Yeah, The Rock had that horrifically cringe. Man, if you want something entertaining, bring some marshmallows so you can go and look at the comments under his Biden endorsement video. If you want, bring some marshmallows because it's a roast. It is an absolute roast. So if you're interested in that, go on Instagram and check out The Rock's Biden endorsement video. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what they found on him. They must have found some nudes or something. I don't know what they got on The Rock, but they got some dirt. They got some dirt on you, Dwayne. Yeah. Super cringe. Anyway, really, 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 really bad. Really just ugh. Anyway, let's release this beesh and drop a comment down below with anything else that's on your mind. What are you thinking, fam? Anyway, first off, let's just cover the nips and let's get the opening of the nut. Let's release this beesh, shall we? And don't forget, put some respect on it. Oh, yeah. Leo, my boy. Fresh off the door, looking good, looking fresh. I like the bow tie, son. I like the bow tie. Looking very nice. Very, very nice. Well, the nut has been busted. Hashtag fuck your resolutions. You can also do a hashtag FYR. I'll accept it because I know that's a long one for you typing on your phone. So hashtag FYR will be acceptable. So those of you that don't know what fuck your resolutions is, it is Fuck Your Resolutions season starting this Thursday, October the 1st. So we're going to have some awesome specials. We're going to have some awesome releases. And you know those Fuck Your Resolutions gear, all that shit is coming back and all my content is going to get leveled up with the Savage as if it isn't already at a 10. We're already revved up at like a 10 or 11 all the time. But Fuck Your Resolution season. In other words, if you are not crushing it now, what makes you think you're going to crush it in January? What makes you think you have the stones to crush it in March? What makes you think you're going to crush it next July? If you can't do it in October, November, and December, this is what separates the SwoleFam from the Beaches. This is what separates the SwoleFam from the Beaches. This time of year, Q4, motherfuckers. And 2020 has been a hot mess. So if you're ready to fucking turn your shit around, join the SwoleFam and come crush it with the greatest fitness fam in the fucking realm.
He's heating up!
On fire. Let's get some Falcon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Come on.
It's
Stop
time it's time to fucking work. Let's see how that burp was. An 8. All right. Starting off well. Amanda, an 8.5. Respect. Matthew, 7.8. Bearded Dad, 8.7. I appreciate the charity. Let's see here. What else we got? Very nice. All right. So let's do this. All right. How many of you are ready to step up your shit this year? How many of you are literally cutting out the noise? How many of you are ditching some fucking dead weight in your life? Your family pisses you off. You're like, fuck you, you lazy beaches. You're cutting off friends that are lazy as fuck. All that negativity. There's a lot of negativity. A lot of people are stressed out. A lot of people are worried. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people don't have their head screwed on straight, which is why you got to follow the 7 pillars and make sure you got your mindfulness. We have a lot of content coming for X. We talked about this yesterday. We had some amazing releases. We have a brand new yoga class inside Swolenormous X that just released. We have 3 new recipes that I don't know if any of you tried that already, but we got 3 new recipes. We also have a brand new, did I say yoga class? We got brand new Swolosophy. We got brand new Swolemas gear. Remember that? Swolemas gear. We got some leggings on it. We are on point. We are on point with those releases, and we's just getting started. We's just getting started. We just getting started. I am fucking
I will rain
ready.
down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you.
It's that time of year. And the reason why fuck your resolution season is so important is because if you can do it now, if you can do it in the holiday season, if you can do it in October, if you could do it in November, if you could do it in December, that's what she said. If you can do it now, you can do it in the spring. You can do it in the summer. That's the easy part. That's when it's cake. That's when it's a walk. You don't want to do one of those. Hey, I need to lose weight. I'm going on a cruise. I got 4 weeks. What should I do? What's the best exercise for lower abs? What's the best exercise for lower abs? I'm almost burning out from asking questions and doing the question stickers on Instagram. I post that question sticker. I cannot tell you. I get the stupidest fucking questions. No joke. I get the stupidest fucking questions. And you might say there's no dumb questions or no bad questions. I disagree. There are terrible questions. There are terrible questions. And it's really disconcerting and disheartening when I just, oh my God, people are actually asking that. They want an answer to this. It's the most vague, just the most bland milk toast, just ugh. It's just ugh. The question, and let me just kind of maybe summarize that. The question is, the source of the question is just pure and utter mediocrity. The source of the question is just coming from someone who has not done a damn thing to even try getting started. You can tell because it's the most vague, ridiculous, absurd question possible. And man, I don't know. Some of them are good. Some of them are good. So if I show a question, I'm not calling. If you ask a question on Instagram stories, I'm not saying that it's your question. And there are some decent questions, but most of them I look at, I'm like, and a lot of people don't even respond. Like, you guys know everything? You guys don't have any questions? No questions? Maybe it's because I'm sarcastic for all the stupid questions when people are like, I don't want Papa Swolio to be mean to me. I don't want him to hurt my feelings. Well, good. You need a little shame in your life. You need someone to slap you across the tits and say you're a fucking lazy piece of shit. I don't think we have that enough. Everyone's trying to coddle each other. Everyone wants a nice little taint rub. No one wants to actually put in some fucking work when the work is what's actually going to get it done. Not a fancy exercise, actually doing the basic ones harder, more consistently, more ruthlessly, maybe with some slight variations over time. But no one wants to do something that's boring. Oh, it's so repetitive. Oh, it's the same thing all the time. Oh, it is? It's called reps for a reason. You got to do it over and over again. Yeah. What do you think about the mail? What do you think about UPS? What do you think about FedEx? They do the same shit all the time. It's still very, very important. It gets shit done. It keeps it moving. It grows a business. It delivers packages. Most businesses, most things are the same all the time. You have kids. You have to feed your kids every day, right? You have to take them to school or don't take them to school or take them to the park or take them to sports. You do the same shit. It's called a routine. But then when you get to your workout, it's got to be entertaining. I need to do Zumba. It needs to be fun. It needs to be fun. I need my music. It needs to be entertaining. All of a sudden, when it comes to taking care of your health, it's got to be a fucking party. What's this? What's that? We got to release it. We released the beach. We released the beach. All right, we're moving in. We're moving in. Just an I inch. forgot we released just an already. Inch.
Just a little bit.
It's cold outside. All right. First post of today comes from Erica. Let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see a couple comments first, actually, before we go through this. Lady Blute. Going to be honest, I did the resolution year and I was crushing it. I lost 20 pounds. And in February, I lost my grandmother, your great grandmother. Well, either one, grandmother or great grandmother. I'm sorry to hear that. Emotionally, I didn't want to continue with my diet. Mentality, I wanted. Okay, I got cut off. How'd that turn out? Did you stay on it or did you fall off? I'm sorry to hear about your loss, but it happens, doesn't it? Swole must stay? Yes, Amanda, we got new gear. Ooh, Swole must stay? That's what I get for missing most of the accountability meeting. Why would you do that? I'm sorry. I know. Settle down. Everyone's got... Come on, not everyone can make it on a 12 o'clock on a Monday. I get it. Why? Why are you not there? Why? What's up, Aaron? I'm thankful I cut out all the negativity when I found this community after you told me I was a fat fuck. You're welcome.
Chlorophyll?
You're welcome.
More like borophyll.
Aaron, was that the Truth Hurts video? Is that the one that is that what you first found? I wish I could run ads like that again. Man, I wish I could run ads like that. They are so they censor and they block every single ad that I run where I'm talking about weight loss. I can't show any pictures. I can't show transformations. I can barely talk about weight loss. I can barely talk about health because I'm not allowed. One of the rules for Facebook ads and stuff like that, I can't talk about someone's, what is it? I think the rule is I can't talk about body image or things that relate to someone's body image or some bullshit. In other words, I can't say anything that might be perceived as potentially hurting someone's feelings. I can't even potentially offend someone. And what doesn't offend anyone today? Fucking everything does. So there's a loss right there. It's just automatic. Someone's going to get offended even if I follow those rules. Obviously, it happens all the time. Let's see, Siobhan, planning on getting some heavier weight plates and a heavier kettlebell. I've also pissed off my older sister's husband and friends by giving out some home truths or some hard truths. Fuck your resolutions. Hell yeah. Joseph Funk, what up? Yo, Papa, I'm going to be making a post in Swolenormous X. Apologies for the sound. I think there's someone weed whacking out there. I don't know why they're doing it. They do it every fucking day. There's really not that much to weed whack. Yeah, sorry for the audio. It's a little bit, you hear a little hissing. Just got my Swole card and did my 14-month weigh-in now. 134 pounds down. Holy shit, bro. Drop some gorillas and biceps in the comments below for Joseph. Holy shit. Who needs a New Year's resolution when you can kill it all year? That's what I'm fucking talking about, bro. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Seriously, if you're doing a resolution, it's going to last you a couple weeks or it's going to last you a month or two. Are you planning on not being healthy after March? Are you planning on stopping? You want to be a fat fuck after February? It doesn't make any sense. The whole point is do it now, do it right, and then never stop. And then if you want to if you go on a vacation, you want to have a couple drinks, that's not going to fucking harm you. It's not going to set you back that far. If you're an alcoholic, if you have real binge eating issues, you got to be more careful, but you have to learn yourself. You have to know what's right for you. You're the one that has to sleep at night, right? You're the one that has to lay your head down on the pillow and feel good about yourself. And if you are maybe 40, 50, 60, or 30, doesn't matter. If you come down, as if it's a fucking virus or something, if you get type 2 diabetes, it's going to be based off your choices and your lifestyle choices. So you're the one that's going to have to live with those outcomes, right? So why not take care of your health all the time? So good for you, Joe. Good for you, fam. Good for you. Eric's down 35 pounds this year. Did it by following the 7 pillars religiously. Fucking Eric's. Eric's. I like that name too. Is that your real name, legit, with the X at it on the end? I like it. Mine should be like Papa Swolix. I like it. Fantastic. Karen, exactly, Papa. I have a friend who constantly asks me what I do and to help her. Then when I tell her what I do, she just sits on her ass waiting for motivation and complains. So tired of it. Well, it sounds like you used to have a friend who constantly asks you what to do. Sounds like this friend isn't someone that you want to spend a lot of time with. It doesn't sound like that's very good energy. It's one of those things. Sometimes you have a good relationship with someone, but then once your interest and once your focus shifts more towards wellness, and that's the kind of friend that you used to go drinking with or go out to the movies with and just eat like pounds of popcorn and crap, or you used to go to the buffet with this friend, you start realizing that that's a friend with bad vices. And that's a friend that you went and you cheated with. That's a friend that you went and spent time with and trashed your health with. And you realize, well, that's not me anymore. And sometimes the truth of the matter is that friend is no longer appropriate in your life. Doesn't mean you're going to be mean to them. Doesn't mean you hate them. It just means that your interests diverge. Usually you have friendships that are based around certain interests. You have friends at work. Are they really friends, or are they people that you just know from work and you're friendly with? Are they acquaintances? Right? A lot of friends that you have, and people tend to keep friends around longer than they deserve to be. And I have certain friends, I have a small handful of friends I still talk to that I keep throughout the years, no matter where I'm at. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that just fall off because talking to them or being around them or involving myself with some of these people, it wouldn't help. It's not going to help further. They're just not on the same path as me. with my focus, with what I'm doing, you need to get on board with the train. You know what I'm doing. If you're not down with it, then this is not something that is going to be a long-lasting relationship. And sometimes friends are friends for a season. Everyone usually, or I shouldn't say everyone, but a lot of people have those friends that are with you through thick and thin. They never leave your side. You're always connecting with them because they know who you are since before, all your different phases of your own life. So some people you're just friends with and you connect with, even if you don't have the same interest, you're friends for different reasons. But at the same time, some friends are just friends for a season and they lose their luster. They lose their luster when it comes to your focus on health and wellness. Not a lot of people have the same focus and think about their food and their lifestyle the same way you will. Let's see here. I'm so sorry to hear that, Cerny. I'll give you some gorillas. Fam, and we'll get into the first post in a second. I'm sorry to hear that. Fam and Papa, I'm freaking out and shaking to death. I just found out there's 2 major accidents on the highway. My husband is on, and I can't get a hold of him. I need to stay here and listen to stay calm. Is he, what does he do? Is he a truck driver? Or is it just a highway that he takes? I mean, it's not necessarily a reason why you can't get hold of. Maybe there's no service, or maybe he's driving and doesn't want to answer the phone, which is a good thing. So we're here for you. Just make sure don't get yourself wound up before anything, before you have any information. Don't stress yourself out yet, but I'm sorry to hear that. So we don't know. We don't know what happened yet, so which is a good thing. We don't know if anything bad has happened, so hopefully that all works out well for you, Cerny. I hate those feelings when you just have that. So hopefully you get in touch. Let us know if you get in touch with them as soon as possible. Just drop in the comments. Papa, I mowed my lawn so hard. I just fucking mowed that shit. It went deep. I mowed my lawn so hard I got no friends left. LOL. But I feel really good though. I stay on track with my shit. A lot of people have a ton of acquaintances, but they have a small amount of friends. I think it's better. I think it's better to keep your circle of friends small. I think it's very important. It's great to have good, close friends, but understand that you need to be surrounding yourself with people. Again, 7 pillars. You need to create your environment. I always point over here. You need to create your environment that's going to help facilitate you. It's not being selfish. You just want to surround yourself with people that inspire you to be better. You want people that are, I want to be more like this person. Or I admire this person's work ethic. Good. Then at least surround yourself psychologically with that person. You watch what they post, or you have conversations and they're inspiring to you because they're always fucking hustling, getting after it. Hey, what are you doing tonight? You want to go and, go for a walk? Oh, I can't, but I'm going to the gym. You want to go to the gym? Oh, I can't make it at that time. Cool. That person's going and getting after it. They're making good decisions. They're taking care of their health. You go and train with them, or you just know that they're working out. So then it makes you want to work out. You surround yourself with people that you want to emulate. That's why we're here. That's why we're all here. The internet can be a great thing if you fucking use it right. She didn't mow her lawn. She took a scythe to it. Malicious. Sometimes you don't realize how toxic someone was until you stop talking. Hey, fucking men. Until you stop talking to them. You don't realize until you cut out the poison. Preach. All right, let's get into the first post. Erica with an E. Not with an A, with an E. And again, this is inside the SwoleFam. If you want to join the SwoleFam, check out SwoleNormousX.com. We're getting ready for Fuck Your Resolution season. Starts in 2 days. Hey, fam. Hi. Hay's for horses, by the way. I have been having some difficulties. I've wanted to do more workouts than just the yoga. Any yoga I do is heavily modified. I am unable to do a lot of the exercises in the beginner videos, so I end up getting extremely discouraged. Example, I am unable to do a squat or a push-up. Am I missing something? Is there anything that shows modifications for basic exercises? Is there any workouts or videos for someone who is not even close to the level of a beginner that there is in Swolenormous X? Sorry for the rambling. Absolutely. I'm actually surprised if you've gone through all that stuff that you haven't seen the chair yoga. There's also masterclasses on push-up technique. We've talked about that many times. There's a lot of different modifications if you go into the instructional video archive, and I'll be adding some more stuff for that. But there's a lot of the express classes are great. You can also pause and adjust the yoga videos. You can watch a pose and watch a video through, and then actually just do it at your own pace, because there's only so much you can modify. There's only so much you can tone down a class or a speed of a class. You can easily just hit pause and then practice those moves. There's no worries about doing a chair yoga class. That can actually be a great thing for anyone. If you have a lower body injury, if you have mobility issues, when it comes to doing push-ups, you could do push-ups against the wall. You could do it against a table. You could do it against a bed. As you decrease the level, it makes it harder, of course. You can do push-ups from the ground. You could just do isometric holds from a high plank. And that's why yoga is so great. It's not so much that you need to go and do other resistance training exercises. It's great when you do yoga, because even just holding in a high plank position or even in a low plank position, even if it's from your knees, you're still strengthening those same muscles that are going to help you for those fundamental resistance training exercises. So if you're, what equipment, I'm curious, what equipment do you have access to, Erica? Because bands are excellent for someone like yourself. If you are very much a beginner, bands are excellent because it's going to be a nice progressive overload. You can definitely get a lot more of the exercises that maybe would be limited by your mobility. If you can't do a push-up or a chest press because you can't get down and get back up, you could do the bands from a door. That's a very good way to do it. So bands, the Swollen 7s would be an excellent thing to do. And like I said, if the pacing is too fast, it's for the documentation of the workout. So a Swollen 7 can take you half an hour if you wanted to. You can see the exercise, hit the pause button, and then do that exercise at your convenience. And then when you're ready, you can skip to the next exercise. You don't have to do it in 7 minutes, for example. So I would say the Swollen 7 would be an excellent approach too. And you could do a Swollen 7 mobility. You could do a Swollen 7 with the band. You could do a Swollen 7 with the dumbbell, and you can do it at your own pace, just hitting the pause button, because a lot of what people struggle with is the transitions and recovery between workouts and exercises, which is what you can adjust. So if anyone else has any suggestions from your personal experience, but if you're talking specifically about the yoga studio, I would go right to the chair yoga for sure. Do the chair yoga and modify. And doing yoga that's heavily modified is totally fine. Modified is not a setback. Modified doesn't mean it's worthless. Modified doesn't mean that you're nowhere close to getting started. Modified just means you are adjusting it to your capacity right now. And there's no need to get it discouraged. It's all about the repetitions. It's all about the practice. It's all about the habit. It's all about the consistency. So if you're unable to do a squat, I call bullshit on that. Are you able to stand up? Then you could do a squat. So I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. You can sit down in a chair and stand back up. You could do that 10 times or 20 times and then rest. Like, you can do that. That's a squat. If you can't do a squat, then, I mean, you need inpatient care. You need to have someone helping you around the house. Legit. Because a squat is just, you're standing up. So you can stand up and down out of a chair. It doesn't have to be a full ass to grass pistol squat or something like that. So I'm not sure what you're referring to in terms of being unable to do a squat. It's just sitting down and standing up. So you can do, for example, let's say you're standing up to do a squat and then have the chair where your butt would touch the chair and just modify the distance. And that as you get stronger, you can go lower. And as you practice your mobility and pace it yourself, you will get better. And the more you move, the more you practice, it just takes time. And that's really what it is. It just takes time. You're not rambling at all either, Erica. It's just, there are many workouts and videos for beginners. I mean, I would go to the chair yoga, because if you haven't tried that, that's as regressed or as modified as it gets. So you don't have to worry about, standing up but your balance, but that's very important. And any of these exercises, when it comes to balance, you could use a wall, you could use a chair for support. So if you have any specific questions for specific modifications, I'm always adding new content, adding more, auxiliary content that shows modifications. And that's what we're working on a lot right now. So if you have specific questions for an exercise, drop that specifically, and then we can help you out with that exercise, with what content or what material you have available That way we can help you specifically with your situation. Isabel, I'm getting really close to cutting off a close friend. She's been there for me through so much, but I can't handle her negativity anymore. She's always miserable and complaining, but won't change. Any excuse to use a fart noise. Yeah, that's the frustrating part. That's the frustrating part. Sometimes you keep someone close and then you realize that they're really a wolf in sheep's clothing. And it's not like the person's intent is to be evil to you or to ruin your situation. But when you have kind of found your new direction and you found inspiration and you're taking care of yourself and you're more optimistic and you're investing in your life, you're investing in your health, it just makes it gives you more perspective and it makes it more obvious. I should say it makes it more obvious when someone is a negative influence, because if you start surrounding yourself, you join the SwoleFam, you're taking care of your health, you feel great. And then all of a sudden the contrast of that, it's like leaving a terrible relationship and then looking back, holy fuck, what was I thinking dating that person? That person's a lunatic. And a lot of you have had that situation. You don't really have perspective until you're out of the situation. So once you start surrounding yourself with better people and you start surrounding in your brain, you start listening to better stuff and you start getting inspired by what you read, what you watch, what you listen to, the people you surround yourself with. Those that don't correlate with that, it'll stand out like a sore thumb. It'll stand out and, oh my God, I can't even listen to this person. You become more and more allergic to it is really my best. And you can sense it. So it's kind of like, again, a bad relationship. Let's say, an intimate relationship, a bad relationship that you, in the future, when you date someone else or in the future, when you meet a friend and you see that sign or that little similarity for something that you're so sensitive to it. The first time you're around this person, it could even be platonic. It could just be a friend. The first time you're around that kind of person, you didn't know any better. That's why it's called experience, and you learn. And then once you see that glimmer of that kind of personality trait, whatever it is, then you just, fuck that, I'm out. You're adverse to it much faster because you sense it. And that's why experience is so important. But it's really what you do with it. If you don't do anything with it, if you allow that person just to infiltrate and fester, then it's going to be the same shit all over again. So the question is, once you notice that, what are your actions? Are you actually going to cut that person out, or are you going to allow them to infiltrate your life again and be a negative influence? Hashtag fuck your resolutions, fam, for today's Swole Cod.
Yow.
Good post.
Yow.
A little one. Let's see. Citrine, following up on Erica's post. Erica, I was obese and very beginner a few years ago. Standing push-ups are a thing and body weight workouts. Let's see. Troy, I'm getting access to Swolga this week, and I had the same question. Trainer at the gym had me do a ball squat using the wall. Yep, that's possible too. Ball squats are very possible. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's pretty intense. Britt, go to the baseball park and then sit and stand in every seat. Oh, what if it's benches? What if it's just benches and you're sitting down every fucking second? Yep, you can squat using the chair as a guide. Satara, LOL, she isn't rambling. She hasn't seen my posts if she calls this rambling. Yeah, some of you leave essays in the SwoleFam. I love it. Some of these posts are just epic. But it's great. It's not rambling. You're just explaining your situation and your thoughts. Let's see here. Culinary adventurer, well said. I've cut out a lot of friends because they were gaslighting and virtue signaling me. Something my abusive ex did. Fuck your resolutions. Good for you. Cut that shit out. Good for you. Yo, resolutions. Love the SwoleFam. Oh. Yeah, SwoleFam's the tits. SwoleFam's the tits.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, Papa Swolio and the fam. Papa and the fam. Crushing it on a Tuesday. We got some more knowledge cock coming your way. We got another post. This one is absolutely fire. Jeremy, I think you're here, bro. I think you're here. I asked you if you can, or we asked you if you can, if we could show this picture. This, are you guys ready for some fire? Let's get some drum roll. This is amazing. So this is posted in the fam. I think a lot of you probably saw this post already because a lot of you were liking, a lot of you were commenting on it. But let's get a drum roll here. This is intense.
What's in the box?
Jeremy, inside the SwoleFam, check out this fucking picture. First off, let's just look at the picture first. Let's experience this, and then we'll read that. I don't know what that looks like to you. I'm calling bullshit that that's the same fucking person, even though it is. That is intense. What up, Jay? There you go. There you go. If you think that's, I don't know, bro. I think that's photoshopped. I don't think that's you. I don't think that's the same fucking person. I don't think that's the same fucking person. I don't know.
He's heating up!
I don't know. I don't know. Bro. So for those of you that are just listening, this is a picture of Jeremy. Fucking amazing. Result. Like a different human being. And the beard. What's with the beard, son? Or the lack thereof? What's up with that? Look, I love this picture. I'm going to give you a lot of props here, and I can't wait to read this picture, but the fuck is going on with that beard? Bring that beard back, bro. Look at that with the gains, with that vacuum pose and the beard. I do like that. I do like the chrome dome, though. It looks good. It's a good look on you. All right, but the beard, you have a nice beard, bro. That's nice. It's a nice beard. Everyone's like, look at his weight loss. Look at amazing. I'm like, come on, beard. Come on, beard. Come on, beard. Everyone's dropping some awesome congratulations in the comments. So this is a picture of November 7th, 2018 compared to September 29th, 2020. So this is almost 2 years. No, just shy of 2 years. Chicago winter is coming, so the beard will return. Respect. Wise man. Wise man. All right, so let's read this post and we'll look at it. This picture is insane. I love it. All right, Jeremy, long time no post, but never miss a Swolecast on Spotify. I have officially completed the 90-day dash program, Swole season, and Scorched Earth, and about to start Scorched Earth round 2. So you've done that already too. Nice. Started my journey at 315 pounds after severely breaking my neck and back in a car accident and being told I'd probably never walk again in 2014. I joined Swolenormous X in 2018 at 235 pounds after listening to the podcast for about 6 months. 6 months straight and deciding to message Papa, and that was the best decision I could have possibly made. I was handed every legitimate excuse a person could want. My injuries, my issues with recovery, including the drugs and drinking that followed, working at shift work and overtime in a steel mill, having a wife and a 16-month-old daughter, and a home to maintain. But those were only fuel to be successful. Long post, but if it motivates one person in here, it was worth the characters typed. And Papa, you def need the Who Wants to Be King Ragnar soundbite. Just saying. I will work on that. I will get on that. Absolutely. But some gorillas in the meantime. Let's see. I don't want to do fuck yourself, full retard. No, let's see. Heating up, Anchorman. Let's see. What we got here? Let's see. What else I got? What do I got? What do I got? I don't know. I'll give you some knees. All the Swole fams like, knee. All right. The knights who say, oh, this is congratulations. Sex Panther? You want some Sex Panther? All right. You get some Sex Panther. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
It's called Sex Panther by Odeon. It's illegal in 9 countries. Yep, it's made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
Jeremy, this is amazing. Power levels over 9,000. Bro, this is insane. Look at the difference there. A shrubbery. Bro, you are a different person. Fan-fucking-tastic. And I think we got another part of this. I think I have another... Yeah, here we go. For comparison purposes, Jesus Christ, dude. Here's me, first day back to the gym after my recovery at 315 pounds and a complete wreck of a man. You ready for this? Look at this. All right? Tell me if that's the same fucking person. All right? This is Jeremy. You followed up with this. And again, he said, this is my first day back to the gym after my recovery at 315 and 15 pounds. So it went from that to this, to the left and then to the right. Okay. So this is him at 315. Does that look like the same dude? Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Oh my God.
You pooped in the refrigerator.
This is ridiculous. Look at what you, just for comparison. Now I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Instagram and YouTube. I hope this video doesn't get blocked. I hope this video doesn't get blocked because I'm showing a transformation photo. Oh my God. Are we going to inspire people to take care of their health? Oh my God. How could you, Papa Swolio? How could you inspire people to do better with their health? And fucking Nico Cotto is 300. He's trying to gain weight. Jeremy's over here crushing it, and I'm going to get fucking flagged for showing a transformation photo. Well, fuck it. I don't care. This is amazing. This is amazing. You're killing it, bro. More gorillas. I can't even drop that enough. I can't say enough, Jeremy. Good for you, bro. So proud of you. That's fucking amazing. That's right. We need to normalize bigger bodies. I really want that Ragnar soundbite now. I really want it now. Who wants to be king? I could do it if I just can't yell. Oh, please don't torture us with stop torturing us with amazing progress. How dare you, Papa Swolio? How dare you? I know. How dare I trigger fat people? I'm sorry, sit and spin. Maria, Pop, I feel so attacked. LOL. Oh my God. Oh my God. The SwoleFam is so fucking sensitive. We're so sensitive. Everyone's so offended now.
Go fuck yourself.
I know. You're just joking. I know you're kidding. Oh, hey. This is not for me to decide. All you have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to you. All right, you guys know that movie. You got some nerds out there. Anyway, oh God, no. No. That's a good one. That's a good one. Papa needs a Greta Thunberg or Thunberg. How dare you? Oh, that's a good one. How dare you?
Matt Damon.
I do have that. This is the Greta Thunberg, I thought.
Matt Damon.
It says Greta on my thing now. All right, too soon? All right. I'll be here all week. Literally every day. Fucking Daily Swole podcast. Follow me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Jizzcast, Mancast, whatever app you use. You can find the Daily Swole everywhere. All right. Tough crowd. All right. Woohoo. Crickets. I need some cricket emojis.
I was kidding. I was only kidding.
Gandalf the Swole. Okay. Let's get into a question. Shall we do a question? Let's do a question. Remember, dun, 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 dun. If you want your question featured here on the show, use it. Drop it in the comments down below. Any of my videos, drop in the comments down below. We can search via hashtag and by comment. So ask Papa Swolio in the comments to be featured right here on the Daily Swole Sleazecast. This is from Keto with Mickey. Keto with Mickey. Is fasting really starvation? I get told this a lot since I fast. I would say it's temporary starvation. I think starvation is, I would say starvation is not having the ability to get food. Starvation is I'm starving. Forced starvation, I almost feel like if you're doing it yourself, it can't be starvation. If you're doing it yourself, you're fasting. Right? If you're intentionally doing it, remember, let's talk about this. Originally, no one chose to fast. We don't know this because none of us grew up with this situation. Even our parents and our grandparents didn't have to deal with this. No one had to deal with this. Maybe if you lived through the Depression, the Great Depression. Who the fuck has had to deal with fasting wasn't an option, or fasting wasn't something you decided to do. Fasting was something that happened because you didn't have any fucking food. So today, in our terrible society, our horrifically oppressive society, where you have food at every fucking corner, way too much of it, which is the problem now, It's called fasting. It's called fasting because we consciously choose to not eat. That's right. That's right. You go back 200 years and someone would call you insane. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you insane, gold member? It didn't used to be something that we did for looks. You did it because you had no choice. You didn't have any fucking food. You had to go hunt and find food. You had to go to the country store, the general store, and wait 2 weeks for them or 8 weeks for them to bring in your part from Sears and Roebuck catalog. Some shit like that. It had to come Pony Express. So, just an interesting way to think about fasting. Fasting is a new way of losing weight because we have to consciously take action to lose weight. In the past, we didn't have enough food. It was just an adaptation to not having food all the time. Your body is designed to be without food for extended periods of time, and not without water. Your body, that's why humans tend to gravitate towards water, because water is very, very important. You want to be in a coastal area where you're going to get rain, where you're going to have water, where you're going to have purification or rivers that empty out into the ocean, where you can fish, where you can get clean running water and everything like that. But you can go several weeks without food. When I say several weeks, it depends, but 14, 21 days. Some people have extended it further. But a lot of times you were without food. You had to go get it. If you had a famine or you had some kind of a locust came in and destroyed your crops, or there was some kind of disease and it killed all the buffalo in your area, and you had to travel and you had to move, hunting and gathering. You had to go and find food. So fasting wasn't optional. Fasting was just something that existed. You didn't call it fasting. You called it, we need to get food or we're going to die. So I think, is fasting really starvation? No. You get told this a lot since I fast. Well, don't forget, the new normal is people stuffing their fucking faces 24 hours a day. Now, food is all the time. Don't eat all the fucking time. But you're telling people to have an eating disorder. No, I'm not. I'm telling people to not only stuff food into their mouth. There's no reason why you have to fuck your face hole all the time. You don't need to be constantly satisfied. That's not healthy. That's not good. It's not psychologically good. And it's not physically good. You should go without food. You shouldn't be eating all day long, stuffing yourself. You're not supposed to get big and fat and rotund. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. Now, in the past, the reason why people do this is because if you had a surplus of food all of a sudden, let's say you had a big kill, you would engorge. You would eat pounds of meat. You would eat all the food that you possibly could because you didn't have a refrigerator. You couldn't maintain it. You couldn't go on your phone and take out the square out of your pocket and order food the next day or in a couple hours delivery, Amazon Prime, to get more. You had to eat as much as you can. You had to make jerky and smoke the meat or preserve it somehow. That's why salt from China, remember the whole Marco Polo shit? Remember your history? You had salt that was able to preserve meat a lot longer. So you started having these situations where you could have food for longer periods of time. But in the past, it was fresh or it was nothing. You needed fresh food or you didn't have any food. Now the new normal is to have so much food. So when you're without, it's like, oh my God, I'm starving. I need to eat. I'm starving. You're not starving. You ate 6 hours ago, you fat fuck. You fat fuck. You just ate. You're not starving. You created this new equilibrium in your body where you're used to having food. The new normal, the 0 point, is you having food in your face. So when you don't have food, oh, it's so different. When it was always the opposite. You didn't have food. And when you did, it was like, sweet celebration. Why do you think we have celebrations around food? Because when you had a big kill in your tribe, in your community, it was a fucking feast. You killed a buffalo. You brought it all the way back 10 fucking miles to your village. You were the victor. You fucking hunted. You brought back a feast. So you had a big feast and everyone ate and everyone was full, and you ate the organs. You ate the liver and the brain and the kidneys and all the nutrition from a wild fucking animal, nose to tail. You boiled the bones for soup and all that stuff. That's what you did. It was an experience. It was a whole community thing. It was a whole, and then the men and the women and the kids were all doing stuff and cooking and cutting and all the stuff. That's kind of like what it was all about. It was a celebration when you made when you had a victory like that, when you had sustenance. But now the new normal is to have whatever you want. So the absence of it is this whole shock. It's the opposite of how we're wired. That's why it's so easy to get obese, because we're programmed to engorge. We're programmed to eat as much as possible because food has, on an evolutionary level, has been scarce. But now we have too much food. We don't know how to get food. And I think that's why when you don't have food for a second, those kind of like internal things like, oh my God, we don't have food. It's because your body is programmed to always want to get food. But the problem is it's too much, so we can have food whenever we want it. And normally we just always want it. We want to fucking have food. We want shelter, water. We want to have sex and have babies and get food. That's really all we're here for, which is why that's what everything circulates around. Sex, shelter, water, food. That's all we've evolved to do. We add in all these different layers of shit that is just a distraction from the fundamentals. So anyway, it's not starvation. It's you not eating for a couple hours. So people need to get the fuck over not eating. Stop stuffing your face. Stop being a fat fuck. Common sense.
Matt Damon.
He's not common. Good question. But more talk. It's always about fasting, isn't it? It's always about fasting or intermittent fasting. It's always questions. Why is this still a conversation topic? Can someone tell me why fasting is still a topic of conversation? Why is there so much confusion about intermittent fasting? Is fasting really starvation? You mean not eating constantly? You mean not eating 24 hours a day? Not eating 24 hours a day. Yeah. That is a fucking 10. A 10. A fucking 10. That is a fucking 10. Boom. You know? You know? You know?
What do you mean?
That was a good one. Yeah, 10. That was a fucking 10. Goddamn straight. What happened to that thing? What happened to that?
I believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What you mean, you people? 9.8. There you go, 9.8. Sit and spin 10. Citrine, 9.8. 10 out of 10. Asta Riley. Oh, I missed you. I missed that name. 9.9. 4.5 out of 5 from the French judge. 13 out of 10. 9.5. Very nice. A 15 out of 10. Cerny, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. What a fucking day. Bullshit. 6 out of 10. I'm not buying it. Get fucked. Get fucking fucked.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
Fucking 6 out of 10. You think I show up here every fucking day for 6 out of 10? Bullshit. Mom! 6 out of 10. Fuck. Sorry, we're back. All right, Jeff B. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Matt. We'll get to that in a second. Jeff B. Humans have been in feast-famine cycles for millennia. You can not eat occasionally, you babies. Stop being a fucking baby. Y'all. That wasn't a soundboard. Thank you for the super chat, bro. If I could do an even 10, I would absolutely nail that 10. Thank you so much, Matt. Appreciate it. Oh, that was another one. I'm not trying to fluff anyone's pillow. Oh, you mean a super chat? You can't do 10 flat? They take a penny. They don't let you? Is that the case? Thank you so much, Matt. I'll take a 9.99. I'll take it. Put the cookie down. That's fucking good advice.
Who told you you could eat my cookies?
All right. Let's get into some more, shall we? I think we need to go a little bit deeper. Ooh. Getting fancy.
That's deep.
I'm telling you, you're ready to go fucking Hambone Jones. We got some fucking fire. I raised the bar with the last one. That last burp was intense, wasn't it? Let's see. What else is new? Just a reminder. Before we get into this next topic, because we do got some great fucking posts. I got a couple more things to talk about. We got a couple interesting things. I will be doing some more Red, White, and Swole content on the Papa Swolio channel. Obviously, we do have the presidential debate tonight. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm really interested. There will be some more content there. Also, definitely go after this. Wherever you listen to this, if you can leave a review, especially for those that listen on Apple Podcast, leave a review. I would love, if you enjoy the podcast, I would love it if you went and left an honest review. And if you honestly think I deserve 5 stars, then fucking put it and leave an awesome review. I want to read the top ones in the pre-roll and feature you on the podcast. I want to say thank you for going out of your way and leaving a review. It means a lot, and it helps with the distribution of the podcast and everything. Just like when you come in here and you hit that like button when you come in to watch it on the Daily Swole on YouTube, it definitely helps a lot. Don't forget, this is all automated. No one's sitting here watching the Daily Swole and be like, he's live again. Let's not let anyone know that he's live. It's just an algorithm. So if I go live and a lot of people are hitting the like button and commenting right away, it's like, oh shit, a lot of people are really into this right now. So they'll show it to more people that are subscribed. So you'll get more of it'll help other people get notified. All right. It'll help other people get notified. So some of you, I text you all before I go live, but a lot of people that rely on YouTube, they're not part of the SwoleFam, so they don't have access to Swole text. They are depending on YouTube's notifications. So if you're liking it, you're commenting, you're jumping on that, then they're more likely to see the notification themselves and then join in for the live stream. Can we review elsewhere? I don't use Apple. Well, depends on your app. Some apps you can, some apps you can't. But I would, maybe we'll get something going on like a website or something like that. Well, you can also post up in the group, and I'm happy to share it. If you don't use an Apple, which is fine too. I mean, I don't care where you listen to it. It's all good. But I just know that the Apple iTunes feature is very prominent with the reviews. Not every podcast app has reviews for their podcast, but definitely wherever you listen to this, that'll be awesome. Just specifically for those of you, most people listen on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. So if you do, make sure you go and leave a review today. What time is the presidential debate? 9 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. I think it's in Cleveland. So Cleveland will be 8 o'clock? An hour difference. So then they're kind of splitting it. So maybe 6, so they're doing it 7. So it's 8 o'clock there. And I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, and also, before we get into the next post, don't forget to also subscribe to the Swolenormous audio experience. Got some fire for you today. Don't miss out on that. All right, Justin, what up, Bish? Oh, yeah, lots of burps coming my way. Let's see, Justin, first time under 200 pounds since the lockdown, fam. Holy shit. Pull-up game getting legit too. Swole card came in too. Can't wait to get home and share with all of you this weekend, fam. First time under 200 pounds since the lockdown. What? I'm telling you, is the Swole fam crushing it, or is the Swole fam crushing it? What is going on? What is going on? We are absolutely on fire. We are absolutely on fire. You're all just destroying it. Destroying it. This is intense. Man, where do we go from here? This is out of control. Good for you, Justin. Fucking awesome. Let's fucking go deeper. Maddie. Ho. All right. Let's dig into this fucking post, shall we? Maddie. Hey, everyone. Hey, Maddie. Hi, Maddie. Let's see here. I hope you're having a good Monday and feeling ready to crush this week. This question has probably already been asked before, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion. I've been chatting with people via dating apps, and it's been really fun. I met this really sweet guy, and we hit it off on our first date. We have a lot in common, and he doesn't live far away. I'm hesitating to let my feelings get deeper because he is on the higher side of morbidly obese. He is around 6'4", but it's still obvious. I feel like it sounds shallow, but it's hard for me to see past this. He doesn't seem to be interested in changing based on his lifestyle as far as we've talked, and I don't know if I have the right to suggest it. I would like it to work out, but I don't want to let his bad habits take me back to the ones I've worked so hard on breaking. What are your thoughts? Thanks. That's a great question. That's a tough question to answer. All of you can drop in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and say that that's what we call a warning sign. That's what we call a red flag. That's what we call emotions getting in the way of logic and common sense. Okay, so a lot of people say, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Well, in this case, you might be following your heart disease, if you know what I'm saying. All right. I mean, let's say it keeps on going. Are you going to take care of this person when he's older? Is this something that you want? Like, oh, I like him. I don't want to get my feelings up. Okay, well, do you want to be around someone? Like this is part of what community is in your environment. You're surrounding yourself with someone that you already don't respect because you're like, I don't think you respect your body and take care of yourself. What about you inviting him to do exercise type stuff because that's what you do? Like, hey, I'm going for a walk. You want to come with me? Meet me at this park. And if he doesn't want to go, just let it fizzle out because he should want to do active stuff. But at the same time, understand that a lot of times guys, this is just the way it is. And it's not that he's a sleazeball, but guys want to get laid too. All right. So guys would do a lot of stuff that a woman wants to do. Like, oh, we're going to go for a walk. Ah, fuck it. I'll go. So you have to keep that in mind too. A lot of people will do something and not really be truly themselves in order to land the other person. Women too. Women do that kind of stuff too. All right. So if he doesn't want to get on board with what you're doing, he's got to prove it. And I don't know if it's something that you should really just say up front, but I would definitely be, you're already saying this. You're saying what you want to say to yourself. You just want to hear it from everyone else that is on your side, which is the SwoleFam. So it doesn't sound shallow. It's actually a reasonable concern. This is someone who obviously doesn't take care of their health that much and has no intent, apparently on the surface, of changing. That's not your responsibility. That person is not your burden. You don't really know this person. Doesn't mean they're not nice, but doesn't mean that you want to spend the rest of your life dealing with that shit. And that's exactly what happens when you surround yourself with people that aren't on your level. And I will tell you a story. And you can drop in the comments down below with your thoughts. So when Mama Swolio and I met, we met legit a couple months after I had officially started Swolenormous. We had met maybe 3, 4, 5 months after I started the company. And maybe not that far, actually. Probably like, let's say 3 or 4 months. So when I started Swolenormous, I was doing the daily swole. I was doing content like fucking crazy. Nothing's changed, but my head was down. I am fucking doing what I'm doing. I mean, we met on Tinder actually, because I'm too busy. I'm not going to go fucking to a bar and like, hey, what you doing? When I'm in the gym, I fucking do my work. I'm not trying to make friends. All right. I'm not going like, hey, what's going on? Come here often. No, I'm going to get my fucking pump on. So that's not a socializing time. So I think Tinder and those, I don't know what they're like now, but that was 4 years ago, but those are great apps. They help you meet people with similar interests because I'm not going out partying and meeting a lot of people that way. So when my mentality was, my head is down. I have tunnel vision. I am doing my shit. I don't care who you are, whoever I meet, either you are going to get on the train and keep up or goodbye. I'll leave you in the dust. So in other words, whoever I was dating, whoever I would meet, in other words, I wasn't slowing down and compromising for anyone. And that was my absolute fucking blockout vision. That's my beeline. I'm not compromising my shit for anyone. If you're not helping me move forward, or you are just quote unquote not staying out of my way, but if it slows me down like a fraction, I'm out. Not going to slow me down. And wouldn't you know, it's like right when I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't care about anyone. If you can't keep up, then if you can't get on the train, hop up and keep going, I'm not slowing down. And wouldn't you know, like, right, I mean, this is just coincidence, I guess, or just fate, whatever you want to call it. But we met and lo and behold, nothing's changed. Everything's been facilitated. She's amazing. So no compromises. If you haven't met that person yet, don't compromise at the start. That's the opposite of what you have to do. You don't compromise from the start because that's going to eat away at yourself, and it's going to be the foundation is shitty. Just like the 7 pillars have to have a strong foundation. You can't surround yourself with someone that you don't respect from the start. It's not a good start. It's not going to work. That's my take. That's my thoughts on it. I wouldn't. Let him go. Let him go. Let him lose all that faith. I forgot what I was going to say. Sherry, pick someone who is, nope, pick someone who is already crushing it or motivated to take care of their health. Super Jen, if you're questioning it now, then it will only get worse later on. Andalusine, give him some time. Sometimes love gives someone the motivation to change. Well, if you're going to have that conversation, if you're willing to have that conversation with him and he's willing to change, that's a whole different story. But is he going to keep up with that? I mean, you can lay it out there. You can be honest and be like, hey, this is concerning to me. I don't want to move forward if you're not ready to take care of your health because I'm on this plan and I'm not willing to compromise. That's very honest. And if he doesn't like it, then he's not the person for you. Cerny, you have the right to not want to be with an unhealthy person. Preach. Eloisa, you can't tell him to change his habits. He has to want to, but it turns out that he will influence the habits. Let's see. Amanda, oof, that's hard. If you've got good boundaries, it can work, but it's hard when someone doesn't take care of themselves. My first boyfriend was big, and I got bigger with him because of his habits. Culinary adventurer, I just got out of a relationship with an obese man. I tried to get him to change, but he didn't, and I gained 20 pounds. I dumped him because I got tired of the bullshit. Bella Wolf, you're getting the same feedback from everyone. Bella Wolf says, not shallow. Wouldn't have even started talking to him. Never dated an obese guy. My husband is technically normal weight, and I think he's fat. He is actually fat. Aaron, fuck your heart, follow your gut, or lack thereof. You need someone on your level. I agree. Sit and spin. Maddie, if he hasn't shown any sign of changing, you'll be living with the consequences. You will end up having to do everything he can't and it will drag you down. Ooh, Phil. People are not projects. Troy, he probably wants to lose the weight. Most big guys I know do. The fat acceptance thing seems to be more female-centric. I agree with that. Oh, I totally agree with that. And Troy, this is something that people always call me out for in the comments on YouTube. They're like, how come you're always making videos on chicks? It's because chicks are the ones that are fucking flinging this nonsense with fat acceptance. I don't see guys that are talking about this shit. And if they do, send it my way because they're full of shit too. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Women seem to be, or the females in these movements seem to be just much more prone to victimhood. I think because women are generally more involved with these, I think just women are more exposed to these types of bullshit type degrees like critical race theory and all this kind of women's studies and stuff like that. I think just women are more exposed to that in universities as well. Just from what I experienced, even back in like 2000 and the early 2000s. I mean, obviously there's a lot of guys involved too, but a lot of guys are going along with it so they can get laid. It's like male feminists. Let's see. Chris, like you said, guys will usually act nicer and fake to get laid when you first meet. So if they're already seeming like they don't want to change, then to be in the same page as you, I would get out. Phil, you can't change people. They have to want to change themselves. They're not projects for you to work on. It will never work. Yeah, good points. Good points. Pedro, if you walk away, you will see the legitimacy of his intentions. Either they will meet you halfway, as in all relationships, but if you are fundamentally different, say hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista. Yeah. Hasta la vista. I think, that doesn't count. A gay man doesn't count. It doesn't count for a man. I don't count that. I don't count that shit. I'm talking about a straight man. No, I'm talking about straight dudes, not gay dudes. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. When I said that, I mean, it's mostly women and gay men. I'm talking about a straight man, like legitimately straight, like a straight dude. Seriously, why don't you see that? Why don't you see straight men that are pro fat acceptance? Why do you see straight fucking men that are fat acceptance? They're not out preaching it. They are just going after fat chicks. They like big women. Some people have fetishes and some people have different types. That's fine. The beautiful thing about this world is there's someone for everyone. There is. You just haven't found them yet. So I'm not even hating on that. I'm not. I'm just saying that where are the straight men that are the virtue signaling? Where are they in this way? Just don't see it. You see what I'm talking about? You see, you fucked up Tracy. If you're not hitting that like button, you're making it hard for Tracy to find the podcast. Unacceptable. I'm so annoyed I didn't get notified for this live. Have not caught one in ages. Hey, Papa. What's up, Tracy? How we doing? Got to get you on Swole Text. You should join the SwoleFam. Get on that Swole Text. I text everyone before I go live. I text you all like 15 minutes before I go live. I'm starting to send out double text too. I'll let you know like 15 minutes so you can get prepared. And then like right when I'm officially going live, because sometimes you don't get that text either. Sometimes, who knows, towers are weird depending on where you are. Yeah, where are all the likes? Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You're not liking the video. It's just right there. Fucking poke. Come on, poke it. Yeah, find yourself someone better. Maddie, there's other people out there. There's other people out there. I mean, look at this beach. Look at this beach. Find yourself one of these beaches. Find yourself one of those beaches. Find yourself a Tessie. Sexy beach. Heyo, I'm the 69th like. That's what I'm talking about. Heyo.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
If I were a man, I wouldn't date a fat woman, and I'm not about to date a fat man anytime soon. And just for anyone that might be new here, this isn't a fat-hating podcast. But these are people, like everyone here, the SwoleFam, we're all about improving ourselves and not lying to ourselves. So if we're not taking care of our health, if you're obese right now and you're listening, you should be inspired. Everyone here is on your side. We're all in favor of you getting healthier and you taking care of your health. And the thing that fat acceptance uses to justify being obese, I mean, it's not like you're going to look in the end, you're going to look like me or you're going to look like anyone. You're going to look like you. But the whole point is the pursuit, the challenging yourself, the going through the fucking hard work and the effort and the personal self-growth to do better and to be better and to invest in your health, invest in yourself and to love yourself. This is what is the goal. The goal is not to look like everyone. The goal is not to be a fucking size 0. Honestly, you might never be a size 0. Is that really what's important? But you certainly can lose sizes. You don't have to be a size 45. There's no need for that. That's a personal choice. Unless you have a serious medical condition, like you just don't have a digestive system. You just don't have a thyroid. It just doesn't exist. Even then, usually you can get some kind of therapy or supplements and stuff and medication. But who knows? Again, if you have a serious medical condition, then you might have to have other kinds of mindfulness, other kinds of a psychological approach to your situation. But at the same time, everyone's going to have their own journey. Everyone's going to look like themselves in the end. And what you look like, that's not a justification. Oh, just because I'll never look like a supermodel. So you're just going to trash your health and use that as justification to not do anything for yourself? Get the fuck out of here. That's not the way. We don't want 8th place trophy. That's not an excuse to be average, but that's what everyone's doing. They're using it all as an excuse to be average. Doom, 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 doom. Amanda, loving yourself involves actively trying to make better choices every fucking day. Fuck your resolutions. That's what I'm talking about. What we got here? Gorillas. That's what Gorillas. Let's see here. Oh, there you go. Your mom says, what does your mom say? Your mom says, my mom has been overweight for 15 years and recently lost 24 pounds doing intermittent fasting. She finally got around to investing in her health, and I'm so proud of her. Good for you. Good for your mom. Michelle, health is so important. You both have to be working on it now, always, and forever. Fitness is key. No matter how old you are, not too late to start, but you gotta want it for yourself. Fuck average. Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, let's get into this post. Hey, fam, I need some objective advice. Well, you're going to get that all over your face. That's what she said. And want to take feelings out completely. So I am a type 1 diabetic, and there is a program coaching and the sort that helps type 1 diabetics better control blood glucose around exercise, activities, and nutrition. The guy is pretty big in the diabetic community. He creates content, has been on a bunch of podcasts and such. I thought he was a great guy. I had a phone call with him yesterday and found out that it's $1,900 for the program. The conversation turned from him seeming like he cared and wanting to help to seeming like he just wanted the money. I kind of felt sick after the conversation, so I guess I'm asking, what should I do? What would you do? Thanks, SwoleFam. I would run the other direction. You feel sick for a reason. If you don't feel good about something, what do you think you're going to feel better after shelling out $2,000? You already feel like shit. If you feel sick, that's following your gut. Your gut is literally telling you to fucking vomit. Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people outprice themselves. Most people are in it for the money. Most people don't provide enough value to justify that kind of money. A program coaching that helps type 1 diabetics better control blood glucose around exercise. You mean Google? Let's see. $1,900. Yeah. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I mean, a lot of people charge that kind of shit for private coaching and X, Y, and Z. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. In 2020, that's kind of a ridiculous price tag, depending on like what you're getting for. Like if you're buying someone's time, that's different. But if you're not getting a good feeling from it, then that's your answer right there. You're going to feel a lot better keeping $2,000 in your pocket and finding some. I mean, you're already a part of the SwoleFam. I'm not sure what you're expecting to find from this or what he was offering, like what that actually entails. I'm curious now. $1,900. How long is the program? Curious. You can get an annual membership to Swolenormous X for the next 9 years or 8 years for that. It's just 7 or 8 years. You'll be good for the next decade with everything that we're releasing. But anyway, there's something to be said. I mean, a business is only a business if it makes money, but it depends on what the purpose of it is. If you're charging $1,900 for a program, I doubt it's for a year. Is that for 90 days? It's got to have a beginning or an end. So like really, what are you getting for that price? Doesn't sound appropriately priced to me. It does sound like a money grab. And most people, and here's the thing, it's a lot of people will expose themselves because they're trying to go for the sale. All right. They're trying to go for the sale too soon. Their price tag doesn't justify the user journey. They didn't actually build enough value up front. And it sounds overpriced as well. So there's a multitude of factors as to why this is a poor execution. But I do want to put out there, it doesn't mean necessarily, and look, I'm going to play devil's advocate. It doesn't mean that this guy is a scumbag and is only doing it for the money. Yes, he's doing it for the money. Of course, people work for money. I do content and stuff to make money. I mean, I want to survive. I need to be able to do what I do. So a business needs to make money. So you don't necessarily want to just demonize him completely because one, he might not know how to price himself. You know, I mean, someone else pays that price. I mean, then he sticks with that price, and he just might not be a good marketer or salesperson. He didn't build enough value to justify that kind of price tag. He didn't explain his product or what he offers enough. Maybe it's overpriced or every combination of that. So I don't want to just demonize someone because a lot of people out there, you'll see this with a lot of small Instagram accounts. Someone just starts an Instagram account. They're a fitness person and hey, click the link in my bio to save 10% off this protein powder. It's like, you're just fucking selling people from the start. You have to give people value first. I mean, how long did I do the Daily Swole podcast before we even created a program? We had the fucking Daily Swole podcast, probably did 300-400 episodes before I even had a program. We had Swolenormous Premium after like a few months, and it was just the private group. It was just the private group, you know? And actually joining the SwoleFam is less than it was when I first fucking started it. It's less. You get more, and it's less expensive than when I first started it. So it depends on the person's intent, and sometimes that comes out, but it also could just be the poor execution and someone's lack of actual knowledge of human psychology and what they're actually doing. Could have just been rushing it. Some people just get desperate, but if you're smelling something and you're sensing it, it's not a good relationship. Again, this goes right back to the previous post. Was the previous one? To Maddie's post. It's the same thing. It's the same thing like Maddie's post. Maddie gets a bad, the guy's obese. I don't really know. I don't really know if I should be with this person because he's obese. I don't have a good feeling about this. Again, fucking run. Be honest and run. It's not for you. Your body's telling you something. A lot of times people don't listen to their instinct. They don't pay attention. Ryan, you're getting the same thing. This is the same kind of, it's a relationship, right? When any of you join the SwoleFam, it's a relationship. You trust me, you sign up for the SwoleFam, whether it's whatever membership, it doesn't even matter. You trust me, you sign up, you know, I'm giving you exactly what I said I was going to give you. We're here every day. Like it's a relationship. It's just a different type of exchange. You know, the SwoleFam goes deep. So it just depends. It doesn't mean it's not worth it. It doesn't mean that it won't help. It's a huge fucking price tag. And if you don't have a good feeling about it, then it's not for you. Let someone else pay $1,900. Maybe someone else will pay that and they'll feel great about it and they'll never look back and doesn't mean it's for you. Not everything is for everyone. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of fucking money. Let's read some comments. I'm curious as to what you think about this. Let's see here. 1,500 is ridiculous. It's a scam. Well, it's 1,900. It's not even 1,500. If that was a typo, but yeah, so it's even more of a scam than you thought. Sit and spin. Holy shit, Ryan, that's a lot of money. Let's see here. Oh, that's fantastic. Sabrina, my daughter is a type 1 diabetic. We figured out the nutrition pretty well with sticking to lower carb foods, I'm assuming you meant to say. But as far as being active, we both use Swolenormous and has been the best thing we did. Oh, thank you so much. I love it. Amanda, you can do more for your diabetes taking care of yourself and listening to your doctor than paying $2,000 to this jabroni. Aaron, I built my entire home gym for less than $1,900. Yup. I think I bought all my kettlebells for less than that. And I have like 15 of them. Yeah, I think I bought, for $1,900, you can get a set of power blocks, a bench, all the bands. I mean, and you're still, that's under $1,000 right there still. Easily. I mean, again, like Aaron said, you could build out an entire gym for $1,900 for sure. $1,900, that's a lot of grass-fed beef. A man after my own heart. Well said, Chris. Well said. And the Forever Swole membership. I'll tell you what, Ryan, if you want to give me, you want to give me $1,900, we'll set you up with we'll call it the legacy membership or like the lifer. Should we do like a decade membership? A decade of sick fucking gains. That'd be nice, right? That'd be nice. We'll do like you'll have your fitness completely set for the next decade. You don't have to worry. You don't have to think about it. Here we go. The program is 8 weeks and you have access to online stuff for quote lifetime. Well, what's the online stuff? Oh, you're live. Let's get into it. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Online stuff. I'm ready. This is juicy. We should be doing that live. Should we sign up for people's programs and live just like go through it and be like, what is this? The fuck is this? The fuck? The program is 8 weeks. Holy shit. 8 weeks only? A higher price tag does not mean a better product. For $1,900, a trainer could pick me up in a chariot for the gym. Pedro, not you, Ryan. Pedro, is the individual sponsored by Brittany Dawn Incorporated? Very, very good one. Good one.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Let's see here. Steven, definitely a money grab. There's no single program that can help every diabetic. Everyone is different in how the body reacts to different things. That is super expensive. Super Gen, if I was competing to go pro, then yes, I would pay that for a coach. It's different if you're getting one-on-one and you're doing like show prep and specific stuff like that, and there's a lot of engagement, there's a lot of back and forth. If you're doing one-on-one private coaching, that's a different story. I mean, still over 8 weeks, that's very expensive. That's very expensive. It also depends on how intimate you're being with the person, how back and forth, what depth and what level you're doing. Again, there's no guarantee that it works, right? It's still on you to execute on it. But if you're already getting that feeling, that's not a good start. Thank you, Cerny. Can't even compare anything to what you get with Swolenormous X. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not using that pose to fluff my own pillow, but when I see those prices, I'm like, shit. Swolenormous X, I see that, I'm thinking, shit. Swolenormous X is too fucking cheap. Time to raise prices, fam. Time to raise prices. $1,900 is now the annual price. That's the annual membership. Don't worry, yours will be locked in place. I'm going 1900. I'm going in. It's over. It's over.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
That is almost $238 a week for the 8 weeks. Eesh. Do the elimination diet for 8 weeks. Ryan, I don't know what the online stuff is. I didn't pay the $1,900. I'm assuming you didn't. Yeah. Well, good. Look, I mean, if you don't do it, you could always think about it. You know, it's not something you can always, I'm sure whoever this person is would be accepting of $1,900 in the future, should you decide to change your mind. But group online meetings? I don't know what well, if I'm going to pay $1,900, I better fucking know exactly what I'm getting. For sure, Swolenormous X is a better deal. Plus, you get the SwoleFam, which is priceless. I agree. It's the best. The SwoleFam's the best. You should ask. Does this come with a SwoleFam? No. All right. No thanks. He'd be like, huh? Does you get a SwoleFam included? Is SwoleFam included? Yeah. It happens, man. It happens. I mean, like I was saying, it doesn't mean that the person's evil. It doesn't mean that all the intents are off. But sometimes people ask for the sale way too early. They overcharge and it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And it doesn't mean that this person doesn't want to help. To what extent? I mean, you know, their pitch wasn't good. Their communication, their upfront value proposition wasn't good. This is the kind of stuff we talk about in Swolenormous Pro. But it's like marketing and business and sales. Like, they didn't do it right, obviously, because you got turned off. I'm sure a lot of people follow my content. They see like, oh, I don't like the way he swears. It's like, okay, you don't connect with everyone. But that just, aside from you connecting with him, let's say you fucking loved it. You felt awesome. 1,900 is a lot for 8 weeks, but then unlimited access for life to stuff that you don't know exists. Like, what is it? Jesus. Group meetings. So 8 weeks. You also get Papa Swolio. That's damn straight. Han Kim. 1,900, that's salty and vinegary. Do the SwoleFam, crush the 7 pillars, and use YouTube vids, additional type 1 ideas for you. Well, I agree. I think community, that's why community is number one. That's why we all know that we don't do like, it's the number one pillar, but it's pillar number one for a reason. Hit that button. Community is important. All the other aspects are important too, but community, if you don't have good people around you, fuck the rest, right? Yeah. It's a lot of money. Well, I'm glad you didn't pay it. You know, it's always good to think about it. If you don't have a good feeling, just like the same with Maddie in the relationship, if you don't have a good feeling, your body's telling you something. Telling you something. Let's get into this freaking Swole card, shall we? Here we go. Hashtag FYR, hashtag fuck your resolutions. Shall we fucking dance? Let's do it. Scrolling up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a winner. Marie-Eve Bernier. Congratulations. All right. Congratulations, Marie. I'm assuming it's Marie-Eve. Fancy name. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1607 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. Ah, super stoked. Everyone say congratulations. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations. Oh, don't be mean. Be nice.
Stop whining.
Be nice. Be nice. Congratulations. Sweet. Super sweet. Congratulations. So send us that email. We'll send you this card. And I think, fam, you need to go and fucking enjoy those new releases. You gotta go enjoy those new releases. And I'm sorry, yesterday I fucked up. I know. You remember, I sent you a text. I forgot to nut the beast yesterday. She's been a cunt for 24 hours. Yes, I'll nut you today. I'll nut you. I'm sorry for yesterday. We talked about this already. You don't have to be a beast. We went over it and over it and over it. It won't happen again. I lie, it probably will. But you don't have to be a cunt about it. It's just one episode. Jesus Christ. Good night, sweet Tessie. Good fucking night. Nailed it. You knew I would. Fucking knew I would. Fare thee well, sweet princess, you delicious beast. You can't have her. No. She's already in her nut. Get the fuck out of here, Falcon. Fitness Falcon is savage. Oh, sorry. Almost missed it. Oh, my day feels complete, so does mine. No content has gotten done until the podcast gets done. All right, fam, thank you so much for joining me for episode 1607 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps tomorrow. 1608, we're just cruising through like it's nothing. 1608, remember, make sure you go and you leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you listen there, subscribe to the Swolenormous audio experience. Drop some fire yesterday. Probably will drop some more fire, not just Swole fire, but other contents there as well. And I'll text you with all the details. But lots of new releases inside X and a lot of stuff coming. I'm going to go get to some filming and recording and content laying down and more Red, White, and Swole and videos. And we got the debates tonight. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if anyone takes we'll see if any naps occur tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm sure a lot of you will be watching. We'll talk about it. But I'll see you tomorrow for 1608. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no